A very warm welcome to all of our viewers and to all of our live audience. Those who are joining us online, you're joining us on the maiden session of the dialogue with Pastor Teresa Dangwa. And I am your host today, Cynthia C. And today I'm having a discussion with Pastor Teresa Dangwa, the founder and visionary of Rehoboth International Ministries. We have just come from a very powerful 8 to 8 woman. And the theme was a very powerful theme, nothing is wasted. So today we've got the visionary in the house this evening where we are looking at the singles retreat and we are talking about the unmasking. How many of you are putting on a mask? Do people really know you? Tell you what, we've got the visionary and the host of the 8 to 8 woman and the singles retreat, Pastor Teresa Dangwa.
Shalom, shalom.
Welcome to your own show, The Dialogue.
Thank you.
You know, we've been getting a lot of interest on Facebook and people who have been watching live. So many comments coming in. But they want to know, who is Pastor Teresa? Who is the woman behind this powerful vision? All of our online live audience have had the opportunity to meet with you. They are so intrigued by your personal testimony. But I'm sure most of our online viewers haven't had the opportunity to really hear a lot about you. Who is Pastor Teresa?
Well, Pastor Teresa is really just you and I. There is no different. I'm not any different from everyday woman. I am just that woman who God has recognized that whatever it is that I went through, God is using it for me. He has actually used it to catapult me into that which He wants me to do. So the purpose that He created me for. So I am no different. I'm just the same as my sisters, just like you and any of the viewers that are watching who have gone through some stuff.
Trust me, if you haven't met this woman, she's one of the most humble women you'll ever meet. And even if you say to her, well done, she's like, oh, glory to God.
Amen.
Amen. You are just amazing. You're a very humble woman. But one thing that has really intrigued me, I was reading through the background of the 8 to 8 woman. And you were sharing your heart about nothing being wasted. And we just came out of that very powerful conference where so many things happened and we saw so many people coming with a lot of testimonies and so many people got deliverance and inner healing. Right. And people were able to talk about things that they never spoke about before. But one thing that I noticed is that it was because you had been vulnerable and you shared your story. Now, tell us a little bit more about Teresa growing up and why she then got to this place. Was it something that God spoke to you? What exactly people want to hear?
You know, I've always known that God is going to use me, but not knowing how. And then it came a time when I just wanted to know why did God create me? What is my purpose? Around 2007, I just started asking God, what is my purpose? There has to be something more than just waking up and going to work and waking up and going to school or waking up and being a mother to my children. I wanted to know the purpose. There has to be a much, much bigger purpose. I know that the purpose is, for everybody is to give God the glory. But what is it? How do I give God the glory? With who I am, with everything that I've gone through. And God just started showing me, reminding me some of the things that I had gone through. Some of the stuff were really tough. Like really tough stuff. Like, I went through, I was molested when I was young. Some of you are probably hearing this for the first time, especially my family, because some of these things you don't talk about.
It's taboo, you can't talk about it, and our society doesn't make it very easy.
Absolutely. So God opened up a window that I did not know. Some of the things I had forgotten about them, because some of the things happened when I was younger. I was also sexually, like I said, I was sexually molested, and then I was also sexually abused. But then it turned, God turned all that, the things that the devil meant for bad, to make it for good. And now, before it used to embarrass me to talk about it, because whenever you go through some certain things, the devil makes you think that it was your fault.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things that really spoke to me at the just ended conference, the 8 to 8 woman, was just you talking about no condemnation. And just coming to a place where you're saying every experience that you have gone through.
Absolutely.
According to Romans 8 verse 28, God is going to use that.
Absolutely.
And He is going to use it in such a way that His glory will be made manifest. But let's go back to 2007. Most people struggle with hearing from God. And You have birthed this ministry, Rehoboth International Ministries. People want to know, where did you get the name Rehoboth? And this call, was it like a voice that just came and said, Teresa, my child,
No,
I want you
you're
to
a
start this.
pastor.
Yes. You know, people really struggle with hearing
Right.
from God. I mean, just tell us a little bit more about that.
You see, God talks to us, every single one of us, because the word of God says we are made in his image. In other words, we are already connected to him. What then happens is that life happens.
Yes.
Life
And
happens.
it happens to all of us.
Right. And when you are going through some stuff, it's so hard sometimes to hear, because God does not speak in this loud voice. Can he? Absolutely. But most of the time, he doesn't speak in this loud
But
voice.
in 2007,
he did.
you heard him.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I did. One example that I remember vividly is after I had started asking God, what is my purpose? And then and then a friend of mine, my best friend, Aris Skinner Hall, she's the one who introduced me to the book by Rick Warren.
Right.
The
The
Purpose
Driven
Driven
Life.
Life.
That's a wonderful
Exactly.
book.
And without that, I'm not saying that God will not have transformed, because God uses everything.
Yes.
So God used my friend to say, hey, your birthday is coming. I know you're always asking these big questions about what is the purpose. Because she and I used to have conversations about, and Iris would say, but do you think this is it?
Yeah.
Like, is there more to life?
That was a lovely birthday gift.
Yes.
So this is where your journey then begins.
Exactly.
We're about to wrap up the first segment, and I know people are keen to hear Rehoboth, Genesis 26.
Absolutely.
What is it with Rehoboth? What did God download to you, and how is all of this linked?
Okay, absolutely. I would be excited to share. I mean, I call that, and the Rehoboth did not really come to me until last year. And
So this is 2017
yes, this is
now.
2017. So all this other time, I've been missing it. You know, I've been missing it in terms of God was telling me to do certain things, and I would say, but God, there are certain people who, you know, when you get called.
And watch this. This is 10 whole years. She receives the call 2007 and then receives the name in 2017. And
That's
she's
right.
wrestling with God.
That's right. Yes, always, always.
Yes,
Because
yes.
you always look at yourself and say, why can't it be so and so?
Yes.
Why does it need to be me? And then, of course, especially with somebody with a history like mine. I mean, I was involved in everything. I'm sure we'll talk
You
about
want to
it.
hear that in the second segment?
Nothing
Don't
is
go
wasted.
anyway.
Nothing is
Don't go
wasted.
anyway. I'm with Pastor Teresa Dangwa, and we are right here at the Singles Retreat. We've just come from the 8 to 8 Woman, where we've had a very powerful time just talking about no experience being wasted. We are on the dialogue. I'm your host this evening, Cynthia C. And I'm with Pastor Teresa Dangwa, the founder of Rehoboth International Ministries, the Dialogue, the 8 to 8 Woman, and Completing Christ. Don't go away now. Keep watching.